Welcome everyone to the Ultimate Bias K-pop cast. I'm your host Sorn, and joining me today is my co-host Dre.
What's good, Sorn?
Hello. So, for those of you who are listening, if this is your first time joining us, we are a K-pop podcast focusing on bridging the gap between idols and fans. So, I will be bringing the artist perspective, and Dre will be bringing in the fan perspective.
That's right, Sorn. Through insightful interviews, the latest K-pop news, the juicy gossip, and fan spotlights, Ultimate Bias brings the K-pop community closer together, celebrate diverse and passionate world of K-pop, Sorn.
And also joining us every week from the Windy City, Chicago, is our news correspondent Dana, who is at Dana doing her best on TikTok. Hello, Dana.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Surviving.
It's the best we can do.
Surviving.
Honestly, it's surviving.
So, Dana, can you tell us how's the news segment looking today?
We have a ton of stuff to discuss today, that is for sure, but we will wait till a little bit later in the show.
Also, every week we will have a fan guest. This person will be someone our viewers are familiar with, who is popular on the K-pop scene. Last week we had our friend Casey, so make sure you go back and listen to that episode if you have not yet.
That is correct. But this week, we have my best friend Kenny, who is joining us from Hawaii. Kenny, tell us what got you into K-pop. Tell us a little bit.
First of all, thank you for inviting me to this
Hey.
podcast. And I can't wait to tell you guys about, what I know about K-pop. I first got into K-pop because there wasn't any music in America. Everything sounded the same. And when I came across Big Bang, Taeyang, wow, like what is this new cool stuff?
Where was the first K-pop group that you got into K-pop?
The first K-pop group that got me into K-pop was Big Bang because I saw a girl that I liked posting Taeyang's picture. And I was like, why is she so obsessed with this guy? Like, who is this guy? And
That's real.
You know what? This guy can play the piano. And a day later, I'm singing Wedding Dress.
To be honest, I think both of us had a Taeyang haircut at one part of our lives.
Oh, trust. I'm from Hawaii, but everybody there, we got a lot of Koreans. We got a lot of Asian people in Hawaii. And everybody had his haircut at some point.
It was pretty iconic, to be honest.
We were all trying to find the barber that could pull off the closest Taeyang haircut. I swear. Like, his one look more like Taeyang, not mine. Mine is just a faux hawk, but that's a Taeyang one. Who's your barber? I swear.
Okay, let's talk about this week's interview. So we had our mother of K-pop, Chonga, on the show. I had so much fun interviewing her. How did you feel, Dre?
I was starstruck. I kept it to myself. I'm
Right?
great at keeping my feelings to myself during these interviews, but obviously I am a fan of Chunga, and yes, she is mother. It's just her aura. She gifted like 30 coffees to the whole staff.
I
And
know. She also
nice.
gave us like merch
That's right.
and stuff. And can you tell the audience the moment when we had to explain, no, you had to explain to her what the word mother was?
Well, obviously it's gonna be in the actual episode itself, but it's just so cute because she thought mother. She's like, "Oh, are they calling me old?" I'm like, no. You are mother. You are it. You are iconic. It was just a very cute moment, I
Yeah.
think. One of my faves.
Yeah, she's so cute. My favorite too. And also, I've been seeing this all over the internet, on Twitter, on Instagram, everything. I heard that KCON just happened in LA, right?
That is right.
I did have some of my idol friends performing too. There was a lot of iconic stage happening in LA. I saw through social media. Did you end up going, Dre? I think you posted something about it, right?
Yes, I was able to go to at least day one. Went to the convention as well. It's the reason why I have lack of sleep right now. It's a busy week this week. I'm still recovering from it, but day one, got to see Taemin perform. That was like the most iconic thing for me. Just him perform with his live vocals, perform Move with fans. I don't know if people knew that they bring fans together to dance Move together. And I have a few friends out there that had that opportunity to dance with Taemin that pretty close. And I was like, that's pretty
Yeah.
iconic. But yeah, Taemin, got to see a few friends at the vendors in the convention, and it was just a good time. It's always a good time. It's like a reunion for me. I feel like I've been going to KCON like over the years for way too long, and I feel like I'm still going. What about you? Have you performed at a KCON, Sword?
For me, I mean, not as a soloist, but I did like I think 2 or 3 K-cons in Asia before, like in
Yes.
Hong Kong and Japan. We also did like some special stage doing covers. You know how idols, some teams we get given like a song to cover like an
that's right.
older K-pop group song, like iconic songs, all that. But yeah, K-con's really fun. I hope you get invited to perform a Taeyang dance move next time, like Taemin,
Imagine
if they do it
imagine.
again next year.
Listen, just get me out there, KCON. If you're listening, just do it. Do me a solid. I've been going for years. Like, do me a solid this time.
Please let him perform.
I heard on the 26th you dropped your new song.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you discuss how it was like recorded or how the process was?
I recently went to LA early on this year to
Okay.
kind of finish up my EP, my first ever EP that I'm about to release in a couple months. And Bad for Us is kind of like a pre-release. It's like one of the like more easy listening track that I have on my EP. So then I wanted a feature for Bad for Us.
Yes.
And then I became friends with my friend now, Jay Tager. You guys might
Let's
know
go.
him from his iconic song, Like I Do. And so I asked him to jump on the track, and he wrote a second verse for me. And so I just dropped it recently on the 26th.
And I've been listening to it. To be honest, you were playing it while we were both in Korea, and I was like
Yeah.
hearing it. I was like, "Who's singing? Is that a Filipino singer?"
Yeah.
Because there's something about Filipino R&B singers that has this distinct sound. Maybe it's a Neo-esque kind of sound. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, he's so smooth. Who is this?" It piqued my
Yeah,
interest, and
honestly.
I've been on repeat ever since.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the Ultimate Bias K-pop cast. Dana, what do you have for us today in the news?
I have quite a bit. Quite a bit, to be
Ooh.
fair. I was tossing it back and forth what should be at the top of this new segment because there are 2 stories that are huge. This has been my struggle for the past couple of days. What should I talk about first?
So we don't talk about
But I have landed on, and this one's the winner. We got a comeback announcement a couple days ago.
Ooh.
I think that none of us saw coming, but the powers that be, the planets have aligned, and 21 has announced a comeback. After 8 years
Damn.
from disbandment, 21 has re-signed with YG as a group and is coming back with not only an album, but a world tour.
Oh, it's an album too?
Yo, they came back like a divorced hot
Whoa.
wife. I finally got over her.
Yo, to be honest,
Are good. I'm ready to move on and take on new things in life. I'm listening to other things, other albums, got into new girl groups.
you're right.
And they come back with a new stuff.
Literally.
I kind of want to
stuff.
see. I might have to leave my Korean girls and come back to 21 again.
Okay.
Somehow your old life is looking real good again. And you
Somehow-
gotta roll back in.
Gotta hit her back up.
Somehow my top
Get back on the
self is believing in this relationship again.
It's that Instagram DM, but 21 is back. So the queens are returning to the
Yes,
stage
ma'am.
in full force.
Ooh, world tour.
A world tour. You're gonna find me
Oh, you're gonna find
front
me.
and center,
I have to.
barricade, losing my mind.
Listen,
That's gonna
I
be
missed
me.
out on the reunion during Coachella because
Oh,
no
yeah.
one of any of my connects wanted to say anything. I'm still mad at that. But
I mean that was a well kept secret. Dude, there's no way they would have been in so much trouble.
no, I'm mad still. But it's been made up. They're going on a world tour. There's a new album.
Now they're going on a world tour. You'll be able to see them multiple times, not just at Coachella.
I'm like the biggest 21 fan.
Not
Their
me. but-
posters, albums, but I've never
too.
been to the concert. When I was ready and old enough to have concert money,
that part.
True. True. That's true. That's true.
Oh.
I need to see the tour dates. I need to see them live on the billboard somewhere, and then I'll believe it.
I get it.
So the second bit of news, this is something I thought I'd never see, is Billboard. The Billboard 200, the weekly albums ranking chart that we get. For the first time in history, the top 2 spots were K-pop albums.
Hey, let's go K-pop.
Number 1, Stray Kids with 8.
Oof.
And number 2, Jimin with Muse.
Wow, number 1 and number 2.
Number 1 and
They're
number 2.
holding that position. Okay.
That's what they were this Monday when they dropped the chart. No, Sunday when they dropped the chart. Number 1 and number 2.
Wait, so this is the first time in history?
But that the top 2 spots are K-pop albums.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, albums.
Yeah.
Like not just songs, just albums.
No, this
So-
albums.
Oh,
On the
wow.
songs chart, Jimin came in at number 14, I believe.
Okay.
And Stray Kids was a little further back. But the albums chart, number 3 was Eminem, if that gives you an idea. What the chart looked like.
Hey,
Crazy.
Stray Kids and
Yeah,
Jimin
so they
Eminem.
beat out Eminem.
Wow.
So,
That's
Wow.
something you can say.
yeah. So it's crazy. I never thought I'd see it happen. We've seen K-pop albums at number 1, but
Yeah, of
never
course.
at number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, they're taking over.
So-
Next thing, number 3,
Number 3, and then it's gonna be the top 5.
top 5. That would be crazy. That then
That would
I'll.
be nuts. That would require 5 albums being dropped on like the same day.
That's
and
true.
that would be, I think, a day that our heads would just explode.
That's a busy
How do we
day.
keep up with that?
A busy month for me.
So, and then continuing on with Stray Kids news, congratulations to their number 1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to Jimin Chi for his number 2. But Stray Kids have developed a collaborative relationship with one Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Deadpool himself. So Stray Kids have a song on the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Oh, that's
Wow.
right.
They are on the OST for the film, which is a blockbuster. This is the first time I've seen people excited about going to see a movie in a long time.
True.
So how do they pull that off?
So where as the lore goes, back in the day, Stray Kids were on the show Kingdom and they did the Deadpool dance.
That's right.
Ryan Reynolds got a hold of it, shared it on his socials. From there, himself and the Australian line of Stray Kids became friends. And now here we have this beautiful collaboration between Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Stray Kids, and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman also made cameos in Stray Kids' latest music video too.
Yep.
So like these guys, they're bros.
They did.
That is the company's dream.
It's their dream. I mean, I think it might be Stray Kids' dream too. Let's be fair. Like, they got Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, and they've been on like the promotion train together.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing interviews together, and I think it's just been beautiful to see.
That's all I see on my feed.
Aw.
The fact that Stray Kids are attached to them, they're gonna stay in that number 1 spot for quite a while.
I think so. They're at least they at least have some really fun friends in some high places.
No, for sure.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and I mean, just because Deadpool is Deadpool, he's infamous and hilarious, and it's a really good franchise to become a part of, as far as I'm concerned.
Literally Marvel lore. But anyways.
Yeah, they're part of Marvel lore now. They're part of Marvel
That's
lore.
so cool.
I know. It's been so fun to watch because Ryan Reynolds is a complete goofball, and so I
Yeah.
think he's really bringing out the best of them. So, famed producer and writer John Bellion, he's really well known for his work in the musical space. Well, he has kind of started to dip his toes into the world of K-pop, and
That's
he was
right.
interviewed by Tetris from Billboard very recently. And they were just kind of picking his brain a little bit. And for those who do not know, John Bellion is behind Seven by Jungkook featuring Lotto. He's also behind Who by Jimin. And Seven was the fastest song to hit 1 billion streams.
Jeez.
And that song is still on the charts. And so they were just kind of picking his brain about how he felt about the way music is going these days. And he said that he's really starting to feel like the new superstars in music are the K-pop acts that are coming into the West. He also says that he feels like the gates are being opened, and he's feeling that now's the opportunity for acts from all over the world to kind of start entering in and to start getting involved in the Western music. He thinks the doors are being opened. He also says that the vibe of music now, especially with K-pop, he says it's reminding him of the golden age of NSYNC.
Wow, that's a statement.
Yeah.
If he says that, you listen.
Yeah, he said it's reminding him of the golden age of NSYNC, and I myself was in fact a teen during the golden age of NSYNC, so I can attest that yes, something is happening very akin to that. So it was just cool to see that insight.
Yeah,
I
it's a shout
think
out.
we could probably have the video linked on the website.
Yes, Ultimate Bias.
If anybody who wants to take a look at ultimatebias.com.
Soren, it's time to hit up NSYNC.
It's time to get NSYNC back.
Let
Get
me
NSYNC on
text
track,
him real
Soren.
quick. Hey,
Now it's
bros.
time.
Start dancing to NSYNC. Hey, remember, I danced to your song.
Somebody get Lance on the line. He's got a podcast.
When I was 5 years old.
You know what? I wanted to add something with the John Bellion. So
Yeah.
if John
What do you have?
Bellion says K-pop and other acts coming to the US are making waves, just look at what
Yeah.
he's doing. He's working with Asian artists. So
Right.
he's backing up his words, and the numbers are backing it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part.
I think if someone like that says something in regards to like the theme of like, or just the way the music, just the way the whole thing's feeling for him, I think he's somebody to
on
listen to
something.
because he's right in the middle of it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I also personally know some of the producers in LA who writes for really big pop artists who I became friends with, and they're asking me so many questions about how they can get into writing for K-pop acts and how it works. And they're like really like big people, and they're like asking me about how K-pop, like how we operate and all that stuff, which is like they give lots of respect to, you know, the K-pop scene now. So I think that's really interesting.
That's
What
awesome.
a time we live in.
That's a good sign.
What a
That's
world.
a good sign. Yeah. Beautiful. Who knew? I never saw. I mean, been listening to K-pop for a long time, and I never thought I'd see this day.
Yeah,
So
I've been in so many panels, early KCON days. They would ask like, "What's the next big thing? If you think K-pop will go mainstream, we do this." I was like, "I don't know. I would like it to see it, but I'm living in that moment right now."
It's really good. That means we'll see 20 more years of Dre.
yeah, Dre gets to keep his job.
I mean, you're right. Thank you.
Dre
Appreciate
gets
you.
his job. Oh my god.
Thank you, John Bellion.
Thanks, John Bellion. Dre now has a job that he gets to keep for at least another decade or two. Yes. Start investing in that 401k.
You're right.
But moving on. So the beautiful, the lovely, the romantical, the gorgeous Kang Daniel has been voted most wanted idol for daily photo updates.
Oh my God. For
No, I don't blame them. 'Cause
Okay.
That feels right. That
Yeah,
title
it does.
feels right.
It does.
We got up close and personal with him during our interview in Korea, so we totally get it.
Yes.
Honestly, one of the nicest people on the planet, am I right?
He's so nice.
Super nice, and the way that we just talked back and forth was pretty easy. But also, our staff was stunned. They were big fans. I didn't know our whole staff was that. I was like, oh, he's about that. Okay, and I get it. I get it.
Didn't he help the crew clean up?
Yes, the cobwebs. Remember, Soren?
Yes, he helped us clean up and everything.
We couldn't reach.
Oh. You needed to borrow his height. He needed to kind
He
of,
let us borrow his.
he let you. Oh, good. He offered his height.
It doesn't matter how you look, what you do. You help me clean. You're the best person.
Oh, best person.
Yeah.
He was so cute because he was walking around the room and he was helping us clean, and then he was mumbling to himself. He's like, "Oh my god, this is so fun. This is so fun. This
He
is
was.
so fun."
He was so
And I
amazed
like,
by it.
Excuse me.
The
going
small
on?
joys of life.
Yes, it's the little
Yeah.
things.
Cute.
So cute.
And y'all, we have an announcement. EXO's Baekhyun has announced a comeback, and probably in the most epic way possible.
Okay.
At the conclusion of his first solo Asian tour. Okay, so picture it. You're at the show. Lights go down. You think it's done. Encore's over. Confetti has completed to fall. All of a sudden, the screens turn on. VCR showing nothing but a date. 9/2/2020. 2024.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. He said.
Praise be.
Oh, that's pretty soon.
Yeah, he's coming at us in like the next month and a half, maybe 2,
Ooh.
with a comeback.
I'm very curious. I wonder if he's gonna give us more runs, more R&B, depending on what it is. I just like
I
his voice.
mean, it could be, man's is capable of anything.
Yeah.
So,
You could flex with that voice.
yeah. But that's all he gave was a date. Didn't say what it was, didn't say what it was for, if it's for a single, if it's an EP, if it's a whole album, we have no idea. I think we could conclude that it's probably not a tour because he's just finished a tour.
Right.
But you never know.
Could add more dates. You never know.
He could add more dates. There could be a big encore stage.
That's
It
true.
It could really be, but he's coming.
Okay.
He's got plans.
Let's go, Becky.
And he saw the billboard and he said, I want to be part of that.
The Billboard interviews.
Oh, we got the 1 and 2 album. He wants to be number 3.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow. he
The
connected
top
the dots.
3. That would be beautiful.
That would be.
So since we are talking tours, though,
Ooh.
17 has announced a world tour.
Oh God. Everybody and their mama.
It's happening. We're in tour season. We're in tour season. You just need to, white knuckle through it. So they announced
Specific phrase.
it's just white knuckle through it. So they released a 15-second teaser. That's all it took to send Carrots into a shambles. Was 15 seconds.
15
And
seconds.
the tour is going to kick off sometime in October.
Oh my God.
Not sure when. Dates haven't been released, nor cities, stops. We don't know yet. All we know is that it's kicking off sometime in October. Tickets will be a bloodbath. Start bracing yourself for that now. People will go full Targaryen. It's
Oh
going to be
my
fire
God.
and blood.
Not the full Targaryen.
Full Targ. They're going full Targaryen. Upon dragons, fire and blood for these tickets. So, as a wise person once said, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Good luck to everybody.
Good luck. And speaking of more tours,
More tours.
since we're on tour news now, just making sure everyone has gotten their tickets to see Kingdom.
Oh.
Because if you
okay.
haven't, now's the time. And don't forget, we will have Kingdom tour tickets to give away on this show. So look out for that. We will be getting the news out for that soon. We love Kingdom. Want to see
Yes.
everybody there. Everyone needs to experience.
They gotta experience Kingdom.
They gotta experience Kingdom.
Have to.
Have to.
So
It's the only way to complete life properly. Yeah, they're on the show. So they are friends to the show, and they are fantastic. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, please do. Or you can try your luck and try to win them from us. So we'll have the details up for that soon.
Hey,
And to close this all out, we got a couple of comebacks to talk about.
let's go.
August 2nd. We
Well,
have a couple that have happened on August 2nd. So Red Velvet released Sweet Dreams for their 10th anniversary.
I love Red Velvet.
10th anniversary?
10th anniversary, can you believe
I
it?
swear to
Oh, wow.
It's been 10
last
years.
year. Just went 10
That is a long time. 10th anniversary. Wow, that's impressive.
It's been 10 years?
10.
Keep on going.
They're an early third gen group. They have been around.
Oh my God. We're
Yeah.
old.
We are.
I love it. I love it.
I swear I just made a reaction video about their debut not too long ago. 10 years.
Daniel,
Flew by like that.
shout out.
And Somi has released her single Ice Cream,
Okay.
and ONF has released their instrumental.
Instrumental album? Like
Yeah,
pure instrumental?
instrumental.
Oh, I'm actually curious about that.
Yeah,
That's different.
Me too.
we don't get that every day.
No,
an
you don't.
instrumental.
We never get that,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, never get. I mean, they might do an instrumental at the end of an album for like
Yeah,
on a
right.
single. Yeah, but
But this is
never
a
an
full
actual
instrumental?
instrumental album.
Okay.
So
Pop
yeah.
off.
And so then on August 5th, Kim Young-so from Infinite L released his first EP.
Oh my God. Infinite L.
Infinite L.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah. His first EP called
Wow.
24/7.
Okay.
And then Extinier Heroes released their digital single, appropriately named Beta version 6.3.
Oh, that's different.
And then on August 6th, because we're just going to keep rolling through because August is a busy month. August 6th, Voon Sanha from Astro released his first mini album, Dusk.
My God.
NCT's Do Young released his new song, 17.
My God.
And Unis released their first single called Curious. It's a single album, so
I
called
think
Curious.
It's pronounced Eunice.
Eunice?
maybe, Yeah.
Eunice? Unis? I looked it up and I heard
Is
it both
Eunice?
ways.
Okay,
Eunice?
never mind. I just don't want you to get flamed.
I don't know.
Okay.
I looked it up. I heard it both ways.
Okay, either way.
Yeah. On August 8th, Bam Bam
Oh,
released his third mini album, Bamasis.
yeah, Bamasis, yeah.
Bamasis.
Okay, Bamasis, let's go.
Bamasis.
Bamasis.
Like Genesis? Bamasis.
Like Nemesis?
Nemesis? Bamasis.
I'm curious. Like Genesis?
I am very
The beginning?
I like
okay,
Bam Bam a
we'll
lot.
see. Let's go.
Bang and Jung and Yu and Moon, former members of BAP, are releasing Curtain Call, reunited after 6 years.
Yo, what is
First
going
EP.
on?
Oh wow.
I know.
What?
Jen is just coming through hard.
They're just rolling right back in.
Everybody coming back
The
together.
resurgence of the second gen
Let's
is
go.
coming back.
My beginnings, literally.
Yeah, I know.
My first reaction.
I'm like
to
having
it.
like war flashbacks.
The beginning of your career, Dre.
I know exactly.
Right back to my youth.
Hey,
Literally, BAP Warrior came out.
add another 10 years to Dre's career.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 70 on IV drip, just like
I know.
today we're reacting to.
And then on August 19th, this is gonna be one. Taemin
Oh my god, Taemin.
is releasing his 5th mini album.
He can release
Eternal.
every album, any album, every week.
Just dropped a teaser for it.
He could just put out an instrumental album. I'll buy it.
Could you imagine?
Could he?
It'd be
Imagine.
amazing. He could. Yeah.
No, I'm excited
sure
for
he
that.
He could sing the same song for the next 10 years. It'll be beautiful.
He just puts out like a Move remix album, and it's just different remixes of Move.
He should have done that.
He should
I
have.
would have bought it.
Like how JYP was with the Wonder Girls.
Oh yeah, I Wonder Girls.
Wonder Girls. All right. Well, that's all we got. Those are our comebacks. That's our news.
My god, that's
Yeah.
a lot of comebacks for early August. Oh my gosh,
It's a lot. I mean, yeah, that wasn't even in the entire month. We had to cut it at the 19th.
I'm overwhelmed
Keep
already.
going.
That's so true.
But like this, it's August 2nd. Is already Red Velvet, and it's oh my, I got this, Dre. You got this.
You can do it.
I can keep
You can
up.
do it. Listen.
I can still do that.
Okay, thank you, Dana, for the news. Can't wait to hear more juicy news next week. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Ultimate Bias K-pop cast. Thank you, my co-host Dre again. Also,
Hey,
thank you,
thank you.
Kenny, for joining us for this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again in the next episode next week. Goodbye.